Good afternoon, team. Jen Neesett here, and I'm coming at you live as promised at noon on this Tuesday for my second episode of Transformation Tuesday. And I begin today with the question, how great is your pain? Now, let's be real. Change is hard. Change is painful. And I'm going to share with you 3 pieces of advice or 3 shifts in your mindset that I believe today can help you push past the self-limiting beliefs that you might be carrying in your mind that are stopping you from living your best life. Now, in case you missed it, last week was episode number 1, where I promised to show up each and every week for you on this day and time to share my tips for living your best life, for truly transforming your life. And we're going to link arms and make 2018 our strongest, healthiest year yet. And so if you log on, please say hi. I see Chris joining and Courtney. Thank you guys so much for whether you're watching this live or on a replay. I appreciate you taking time to listen to my messages, hoping to add value to your life. So perhaps you say, Marley's going to make an appearance. Perhaps you say, you know what, Jen, I'm pretty good. You know what, I'm not in any pain. Like, my life is good. And, you know, I'm not totally happy. I'm not totally where I want to be. But, you know, I'm blessed. Like, life is good. There's nothing really major going on. And what I would say to you is that is a dangerous, slippery slope to be living in. Unfortunately, what we know about people and human nature is that many people will not change until the pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain and the difficulty of change, right? Because like I said, that change is hard, you guys. So for example, let's say you have a major life event. You have a heart attack, you have a stroke, you lose a loved one, something, you lose your job, like you have a major life event. That is a painful episode in your life that's going to require you to make some changes. You don't really have a choice at that point, right? Well, some people would say that that's an easier position to start from because those people have to make a change. For those of us that are kind of living through this everyday struggle of crazy busy life, I would say we have a little more danger into falling into this trap of, you know what, I'm good, life is good, and I don't hurt too much, so I don't need to make these changes that I know I need to make. And so if you find yourself kind of realizing that I might be speaking some truth to you right now, I'm going to share with you 3 pieces of advice or 3 myths that I hope to kind of bust for you, because I really feel like until you start changing that inner voice, oftentimes we are saying things in our head that are red lights that are holding us back from living to our truest potential. And so thank you so much for taking time to listen to this message. So here it is. Here are the 3 things that you need to realize if you know that you need to make some changes, but you're not too uncomfortable with your little life right now and you're not quite sure you want to change. Number 1 piece of advice I have for you guys is, you know what? There will never, ever, never, ever, never be the perfect time to set some goals and make some changes, start some new habits. Never. I heard an analogy once about, if you waited to leave your house, if you waited to go to work until all the lights were green, you would never leave, right? So what we hear often as coaches is, you know what, it's not the right time for me to start working on some health and fitness goals. I have a vacation coming up, or my job is going to be changing, or my kids are going off to college, or whatever, fill in the blank. So there's always a reason that right now is not the right time for you to start taking baby steps to making some change. And here's what I would tell you. I kind of want to speak to you a little bit about vacation because that one is, I think, an easy shift. Vacation is not stressful, you guys. I don't know about you, but life is stressful. Like, everyday living in a house with 4 kids and a dog and a job and a part-time career, it's hard. Like, life is always getting in the way, right? The kids are going to get sick. You're going to get sick. Somebody is going to need your help. You're going to get called into the school. Something is always going to happen in everyday life that's going to derail you. You go on vacation, there's no job, there's no practices. Yeah, you can actually maybe plan some meals when you go on vacation or make a few healthier choices when you go out to eat. So to be honest, like for me, when we go on vacation, we run together on the beach, like we exercise as a family, we find the fitness room, and we prepare a lot of our own food. So vacations actually to me are an easier time to get on track because it's not reality. The struggle is reality. Every day, obstacles are going to get thrown in your way. Red lights are going to happen. And that you just have to realize that don't wait because there will never be the right time, except maybe vacation. You probably should start working on your health and fitness goals on vacation. So that's tip number 1. There will never be a perfect time. And so stop telling yourself that. You just have to make a decision. And you just have to start today. Can anybody else relate to that? How many of you watching, either live or on the replay, feel like you do better on vacation? I would love to hear that from you guys because I know for us, that's for sure. So life is a bigger threat to me, I think, to derailing us from what we're working on. Number 2, shift in your mindset, or piece of advice I'd like to offer you guys is, let's say you make a decision. You know what, Jen, you are right, and I am going to start today. I'm going to make a decision, and I'm going to commit to doing some things each and every day to be healthier, happier, more fit, financially, whatever. The very first thing that's going to happen is you'll start out strong, and then something is going to show up in your life, and you're going to fail. Right? You're going to fall off track. So most people allow falling off track to derail them completely from their goals. What I would like to tell you is if you can start telling yourself that failure is part of the process and be a little more gentle with yourself, you will set yourself up to be able to stay on track. Now, I'd like to use a little analogy, a little sports analogy for you all. So over the past weekend, we had lots of sporting activities. We shared that with you guys. And our son didn't have a successful basketball game. And he was very upset after his game was over. Didn't even really want to talk about what was upsetting to him. And as kind of the days went on, the full truth came out. Well, what happened during his basketball game is he missed an easy layup. Right? And probably sitting next to Daddy for so long, watching his sisters and hearing Daddy say, oh, you got to make those layups. You got to make those easy layups. He was very upset at himself and so upset that he couldn't really even talk about it. So what happened? What did he do? The very next practice that he had last night, he came home with his cheeks were red. Like this child who is super athletic, he literally gave everything he had at that next practice, and he made layup after layup after layup after layup, and he told me, I am never going to miss a layup in a game again. So we had a great opportunity to talk about failure is part of the process, you guys. It's what you do with the failure that is going to make you a better person, a better athlete, a better wife, a better friend, a better employee, a better mom. You will fail. It's how you react to the failure that is going to put you back on the path to success and living a healthier life. So you will fail. Just accept that and be a little more gentle with yourself and do something about it as a result. And tip number 3 is, you guys, this process of transforming your life and being healthier, it's simple, right? We know what to do. Plan some meals, eat real food, get some exercise in, stay on a budget, be nice to your neighbor, love your spouse, honor your father and mother. We know what to do. Simple, right? But simple does not mean easy. And I talked a little bit about this last week. The very last point that I want to share with you guys is it's just because it's simple and we know what to do doesn't mean it's easy. Because when it comes down to it, you are never going to feel like it. right? You're never going to feel like getting up and doing what you need to do until you harness deep down inside why it is you need to do these simple things that are honestly so simple not to do. Simple does not mean easy. So thank you guys so much for watching episode 2 of our Transformation Tuesdays. How great is your pain? Please don't wait until your pain of your current situation is greater than the pain of change, because oftentimes then it's too late. So I hope you found these 3 tips to shift your mindset, to make a decision and commit to actually taking some baby steps with us in 2018. I would love to hear from you. If you found this valuable, will you please send me a message? And also, my second request is that if you have made a decision from watching this video, thank you so much, Courtney. If you've made a decision that there's something that you need to start doing, and that you're not going to wait. It doesn't have to be big, start drinking lemon water each morning. Will you share that with me in either a message below or a private message? Because I would love to hear how you are actually implementing some of these tips that I'm sharing with you each and every week. And then of course, finally, please mark your calendars and stay tuned with your notifications turned on, because I vow to come to you as much as humanly possible as a crazy busy running mom of 4 kids at noon on Tuesdays with my transformation tips to help us all as we work together to make 2018 our healthiest year yet. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great week.